minds of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Honorable late Prime Minister of our independent nation. This legend was born on the 14th November 1889 in Allahabad. His mother was Surapuni Tusu and his father was Motilal Nehru. His father Motilal Nehru was a successful lawyer and also interested in the freedom struggle movement. It is shocking that Jawaharlal Nehru was taught 16 years at home by governesses. After that, he went to England at Harrow School where he finished his education and then went to London at Trinity College where he finished his law. Then he came back to India in 1912 and married to Kamala Kaul in 1916. On 1919, on April 13th, a huge massacre took place. It was known as the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. After the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, Nehru wholeheartedly joined the freedom struggle movement and soon became the first Prime Minister of India. He served India from 1947 to his last breath till 1964. Thank you.
Story. A Fishy Story. This is an extract from John K. Jones' humorous book, Three Men in a Boat. The narrator and his two friends, George and Harris, along with their dog, Montmorency, are on a boating holiday on the River Thames. One day, in a little village inn, they see a most remarkable fish in a glass case. Read on to find out more about the fish. We stayed 2 days at Streatley. The neighborhood of Streatley and Goring is a great fishing center. On the second evening, George and I and the dog went for a walk to Wallingford. Coming back, we stopped at a little riverside inn. We went in and sat down. There was an old fellow there and we began chatting. He told us that it had been a fine day that day, and we told him that it had been a fine day the day before. And then we all told each other that we thought it would be a fine day next day. Thank you.
Solar eclipse. It is when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. It occurs only on a new moon day. So dear friends, let's take a study on solar eclipse. As you all can see, I have placed two balls here and a light. So let us imagine and take this as the earth, this as the moon and this as the sunlight. So on the new moon day, when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth, it blocks the sunlight and casts a shadow on the earth. Do you know why it blocks the sunlight and casts the shadow on the earth? Because moon is an opaque object, and we all know that whenever an opaque object comes on the path of the light, its shadow is formed. Dear friends, do you know why only one part of the earth is covered by the moon's shadow? Because the sun size is quite larger than the size of the moon. That's the reason only one part of the earth is covered by the moon's shadow. Thus, people living in that part of the earth can only see the solar eclipse. I hope that you all had a fun time learning with me and Shreya. Thank you for your patience hearing and have a great day ahead.
Have you ever thought what it takes us to live? Of course, We need food, shelter, and other necessities. But where do they come from? Resources of all kinds, like natural and man-made, help us the life that we live.
Synergy between them. Renewable resources, which can be used again and again. Non-renewable resources, which can never be used again. Renewable resources, which can never be exhausted. Non-renewable resources, which can get exhausted. Renewable resources, example, soil, water, plants, etc. Non-renewable resources, example, fossil fuel, minerals, coal and petroleum. Thank you.
Spring, written by William Blake. Sound the flute, now it's mute. Birds delight day and night. Nightingale in the dale. Lark in sky, merrily, merrily, merrily to welcome in the year. Little boy, full of joy. Little girl, sweet and small. Cock does crow, so do you. Merry voice, infant noise. Merrily, merrily to welcome in the year. Little lamb, here I am. Come and lick my soft neck. Let me pull your soft wool. Let me kiss your soft face. Merrily, merrily we welcome in the year. Thank you.